Hi, welcome to my watercolor painting. Today, we are having grapes as our subject. I already have my sketch made and we're going to use red and green as our main colors. Let's start. Color your grapes with red, blue, or yellow ochre, but leave a portion as it's glowing lights. We call these colors as our base. This application is necessary and this gives us a very significant effect later on. When your grapes are dry, use a sponge to put your dark red color. I use crimson red and cadmium red. By using the sponge, it will give your grapes a nice texture effects. Repeat this process to all your grapes. Put the sponge textures around the lightest area of your grapes, but still leave the spot for the glow. And color the rest of the grapes. You can keep coming back to your previous grapes to apply another layer of red. Our goal is to show a three-dimensional look like objects. That's why it is very important that we can emphasize the color value to our painting, especially if you are painting around objects. Just keep adding darker red to the shaded side of your painting. If you look closely to your red grape, it has a soft-looking line to its peel. We will apply this line texture while our grape painting is still wet. If you want your grapes have a smoother texture and wants to have a brighter saturation, just add a layer of yellow ochre to the shaded area and cadmium yellow over your grapes. In our cluster of red grapes, observe how each grape has a different tone. We achieve this by the color base we applied. I know we are still working on our red grapes, but I want to hop into our green cluster while waiting for it to get dry. In our green grapes, we will be using lemon yellow, green or blue as our base. We are using phthalo green and sap green in our green grapes painting. For the shading and darker colors, we will just add a small dab of burnt umber or dark brown to our sap green. Let's go back to our red grapes and reapply a more intense red and dark red. Again, with the use of sponge or brush, you will really notice a big difference to its value. Notice our color application on certain areas of these grapes. It really gives us a beautiful radiant effect. Here is the last red grapes, and let's do the recap on how we painted those grapes. Back to the green grapes. For the texture, we will use our brush and our sponge again. This time, we don't have to put a strong color of green. Notice that green grapes have cleaner or mellow and translucent skin. We are now very close to finishing our painting. And we are now starting coloring our background. We use burnt sienna for our background. We really need to be careful with this color because if we put it too much, it becomes muddy. While waiting our background to dry, we are now working on details to our grapes. We darken our shading and apply our background shadows. By the way, We use 2 layers of burnt sienna to the background. We are also using red and indigo for almost black shadows. One of the most difficult part when finishing my painting is the background. I have to be very careful with my brush because a small mistake can be a disaster to the whole painting. We are now at the last part of our painting. This is our last application to all the shadows. We have to be careful with our lining and layering because these are very staining colors. They are hard to correct when we mess up. Okay guys, we're now done with this project. I really did enjoy painting this piece. I hope you are too. If you want to see more painting like this, please share and subscribe. You can check all my paintings at Fine Art America and look for Jelly Starns. Thank you for watching.